welcome back to another special episode of Nosensefornonsense. Today, we're going to talk about the Ant-Man. Now, I will be honest with you, when I first heard about the superhero, I immediately went into judgmental mode and I said to myself, besides being so small and able to infiltrate into certain places, what else could he do? What, is this only going to be some sort of spy, thief, heist movie? No, because what is interesting is that when the Ant-Man is small, he has superhuman strength, like an ant who can lift 50 times its weight. Plus, he can control an army of ants to fight by his side. So the story is about Scott Lang, a man who was sent to prison for hacking a company who was doing wrong to others. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? When Scott Lang is released from jail, he is immediately recruited by Dr. Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man and the creator of the formula to become the Ant-Man. And these two team up to stop Dr. Hank Pym's ex-student protege, who has taken over his company in recreating the formula, who wants to sell the formula to evil men who want to create an evil army of Ant-Men. And from there, our movie begins. For I would like to start off with the bad guy, Dr. Pym's ex-student, Mr. Darren Cross. He kind of reminds me of another bad guy with the same motives of jealousy and greed. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. Darren is an evil, disturbed man, and he seems to have no soul. But we cannot confirm that because we cannot see his hair color. There is one stage in the movie where you see this man who you believe is doing the right thing, a colleague of Darren Cross. And with strictly no mercy, Darren just murders him. I was like, whoa, I wouldn't want to piss off that guy. Darren Cross is Yellow Jacket, and when I saw him in the trailer, I was like, this is going to be a really good bad guy. Not just mentally, but physically as well. With these laser cannons sticking out his back, and when he shoots them, modified though, they kind of sound like the weapons used in Star Wars. The chemistry between Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas was very good. Michael Douglas killed it as Dr. Hank Pym, and he has shown us that he is still a high-caliber actor. I didn't expect to see him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he pulled it off well, and I hope to see him in future Marvel movies. I liked Paul Rudd as the Ant-Man because he is heroic, sympathetic, and good-hearted. In addition, he is fun and creates a certain kind of sense of humor around the Ant-Man. Plus, he is the type of superhero you really want to root for. Personality-wise, I think he's a bit of a mixture of Superman and maybe even Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That's the kind of feel that I got. Now, for me, this is the first Marvel movie where we actually get to see the superhero train to become the hero that he must be. You might say that we saw Captain America train in Captain America, the First Avenger, but the training for Cap was so montaged that as spectators, we felt like it was rushed. Here, Daniel Lang, the Ant-Man, is new to this experience. He must learn many things and techniques to perfect the art of the Ant-Man and adapt to different environments. Dr. Pym's daughter, Hope Van Dyne, was an okay character, but I wasn't really convinced by her. Evangeline Lilly portrayed her well, but I do believe that other actresses could have played that role. I think that it is essential in Marvel movies that each actor has to be that character. They had to be born to be that character. Like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Chris Hemsworth is Thor. Nobody else can play these characters, even though there have been a few corrections in the past. Here in Ant-Man, I was entertained from start to finish. This is something I rarely see in movies, because the entertainment ratio, for me, always fluctuates. Because the story was interesting, fun, you stay invested in the movie. They threw in a few pieces of humor, which was funny, plus the fight scenes were heroic, hardcore and epic and funny at the same time, which was really cool. And the choreography of all the fight scenes was supremely well done at all levels and sizes. Even the final fight scene was awesome, because you see Ant-Man ride into glorious battle with his fellow ants against the evil Yellow Jacket. This flick with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids has made me like ants now. Just before watching this movie, someone awesome told me that there would be many Avengers references in this flick. Which actually did frighten me because I wanted Ant-Man to be a standalone movie. But the creators didn't overdo it, it fitted in nicely, and actually upped my opinion of Ant-Man. So the Ant-Man was fun, entertaining, epic, and battlefield. The characters were lovable, the story was amusing and interesting, and I believe that it was well written. So the end, I will say that the Ant-Man is heavy metal.
Just as I suspected. Heavy metal.
So listeners, did you like the Ant-Man? Yes, no, and why? Is there anything that you didn't like about the movie? And is it true that only certain actors can portray certain characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? For example, can Robert Downey Jr. be the only actor to portray Iron Man? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below and spread the nonsense. So listeners, thank you for listening. So till next time! Keep on